Welcome to Sports Talk with the Cowboy.
Welcome, and thanks for riding with the Cowboy. Big draft this weekend, as you all know, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2026 draft. A pivotal component in building the team next fall when we take the field at Raymond James Stadium. Pivotal. Free agency, draft together with the returning veterans team for 2026. So big night, round one, pick 15 of the Bucs. They didn't go up, they didn't go down. But one of the top 5 players in my mock draft, Ruben Bain, fell to them at 15. They didn't hesitate 1 minute, which they shouldn't have even hesitated 1 second, to select Ruben Bain, edge rusher, University of Miami, 15th overall pick to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. An excellent A-plus pick in the first round on Thursday night. A player that can be a keystone edge rusher for the next 10 years or greater. Could be an all-pro quickly, could be a Hall of Famer. He's great in college. We don't know what he's going to do in the pros, but everybody has a good idea what he'll do. A damn sight better than what they've had for the last 5 years. I can tell you that tonight. What's his grade? A+. That's A with a plus. That was Ruben Bain at 15. On Friday night, they turned around and got Judea Trotter, linebacker, Missouri. My grade, B+, A-, linebacker to take Levante David's place. Followed by, on Friday night, wide receiver, Ted Hurst from Georgia State College. Big, tall, remind you of Mike Evans, receiver, down the field threat. Some had him in the second round. He went in the third. I got him at A. And then on the fourth round on Saturday, you started with Kenota Scott, cornerback from the University of Miami, played with Ruben Bain, had 5 sacks last year, 3 interceptions. He's an interception and sack machine. What we needed as cornerback back there last year to tell everyone where to go and what to do with a lot of enthusiasm and a lot of thump. You want him to come to the line and go after the quarterback and knock him down? He'll do it. This guy is a star to be made. You'll hear his name next year because he's going to be able to say, where in the hell did he come from? He come from the University of Miami. And he is in the 4th round. And he is an A-plus player. We went and got Dante Copehart, the defensive tackle from Clemson, to steady behind Vita Vea when he needs a break. Kate Park will be the guy, played for Clemson for 3 years. He'll go right in there when Vita gets tired, and he'll be spelling Vita in the middle of the line. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have recreated their defense by getting rid of Logan Hall and get rid of some of that dead wood, Greg Gaines and some of these other ones that they got rid of last year. This year they've got back Richard Nacho Roaches. They've got Clancy coming back, and if he don't play, Roaches who will play. Vita's playing. K Park behind him. Armstrong they got picked up in free agency. They got Bain on one end and Yaya Diaby on the other. You say, well, how about their linebackers? Trotter, Avione, and Rosenboom. There you have it. New front, new middle, and in the back, Scott. They're going to be better. They're going to be different. They're going to have a different attitude. They're going to play tough. I think they're going to be an absolute tone setter. These players they got were tone setters. Tone setters. What they needed, what they got. Overall draft grade from Jason Light, A. Excellent draft grade, excellent players, excellent worth. First day players. Ruben Bain was the best player on defense when he was selected Thursday night of the team. Of every player, Vita Vea, Winfield, all the players everybody talks about. Ruben Bain, getting on a plane in Miami, coming up to Tampa, was the best player the Bucs had on draft night. Okay? That's how good he is. And how Trotter is going to step into David. He's a run-stopping machine. His father played football for the Eagles, as you know. His brother plays for the Eagles right now. And now he plays for the Bucs. So he's got the lineage. He don't know nothing but football. Okay? He's a football player. Put the pads on him, put him on the field. And he will be. Scott, he will be too. He'll be out there somewhere, nickel, corner, safety, somewhere you'll see Scott. Because Scott's going to intercept the ball. Scott's going to make tackles. And Scott's going to sack the quarterback. You can't leave the kind of guy on the bench like that. You'll see. They didn't leave him on the bench down in Miami when they were in the national championship game. They ain't gonna leave him on the bench in Buck with Tampa Bay either. All those players will be absolutely excellent. K Park will be a rotational player. He'll come in when he has to steady Vita Vea. Vita Vea goes out, K Park comes in. K Park comes in, Vita Vea comes out. That's how it's going to be. But that's good. We've got a good guy in the middle to steady and rotate if necessary. And we still got Elijah Roberts, and he's still up there to rotate too. We got David Walker coming back as an edge rusher. Got Anthony Nelson, Yaya Diaby. We got Muhammad, and now we got Ruben Bain. We got a good little group there going in to go to get the quarterback. So we're looking a lot better. Our offense has always been pretty good, even through the offseason. Picked up the players and picked up this wide receiver, Hurst, which is going to be a very great asset running down the sidelines like a guy named Mike Evans used to do. Okay? I'm not saying he's Mike Evans, but he does the same thing Mike Evans would do. Run down the sidelines, big, tall guy, can jump up in the air and catch it. And when he gets it, he can run like a deer. Okay? Not that we don't have Godwin. Not that we don't have McMillan. Not that we don't have Abuku. Not that we don't have Tez Johnson. But now, come 5, we got Hurst. So we got a good offensive wide receiver core with Gainwell, with Bucky Irvin, and with Sean Tucker. We have a good running back core. So we're looking pretty good on the offense. We got some good linemen. We got a lineman in the 5th round, the second pick in the 5th round from Notre Dame as a backup guard. He's a plug-and-play guard. If somebody gets hurt on that line, you can tell you this. He's going to go from Notre Dame captain on the line to fill in for the Bucks. Plug-and-play guard we got, 5th round. Is he starting? No. If somebody goes down, will he? Yes. Okay. Is he capable? Yes. So there you have it. Jason Light, give him his due. I tip my hat to Tampa Bay Buccaneers General Manager Jason Light. I know it's hard to believe, but tonight I am saying A for excellent draft for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers in 2026. It all, sometimes, it falls on you, and luck shines on you, and luck shined on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. It's going to make a world of difference in this team next year. It's going to make a world of difference for the fans, a world of difference for everybody that loves the Bucs, because you're going to see wood being brought by a lot of different directions from a lot of different people. It's not the same old Buck defense you saw last year. If you're expecting it, you're going to be sorely surprised. But a big draft, a lot of big draft news. As we know, Fernando Mendoza went first, and he went, as usual, to the Las Vegas Raiders. There wasn't any great big news during the draft. A lot of offensive linemen were selected, receivers, and a couple of safeties and cornerbacks. The big news was at 13 when the Los Angeles Rams selected Ty Simpson from Alabama as a quarterback, which was great for me when I was sitting there seeing Ruben Bain sit on the board saying, what the hell would you go with Tyler Simpson when you got, you got Stafford there for quarterbacking? But they did, and it was good for us because it got us one more draft closer to getting Ruben Bain. And then when the Ravens announced that offensive lineman in pick 14, I said to myself, well, listen here, Ruben Bain is sitting right in front of you. He didn't sit there long, okay? And the cheers from Tampa in that draft room, everybody saw it. Great draft by Jason Light. Few surprises. Some great players going off. I think the New York Jets got better with their draft picks. I think a couple teams got better. The Cowboys got better with theirs. The New York Giants got better. I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers got better. Quite a lot of teams. But we'll have to see that come this summer when training camp starts. But what we have now is the makings of our football team. I'm going to go on now to baseball, where we won our 6th straight game last night. We play the Cleveland Guardians again today. We're tremendously playing great ball for the Tampa Bay Rays. We're in 2nd place in the American League East presently. We're playing small ball. We're getting hits when necessary and playing good defense. And the way we always did win when we did win. And that's what we're doing. It's still early in the season, everybody. 162 games going all the way to October, and we're only in April, so we're only 1 month in, so we can't get too enthusiastic, but that's the way it is. We got the Lightning against the Montreal Canadiens in the playoffs. As we sit here tonight, when this show is finished, we will have a game at Benchmark Arena in Tampa. The Canadians have won 2. We've won 2. Best of 7. It's down to the last 3 games. Whoever wins 2 out of the last 3 games is going to move on in that round. We'll keep you posted. The Lightning won the last game up 3-2 in Montreal to tie the series 2-2. And as the show is shot tonight, within an hour after this show, the puck will drop at Benchmark. We're going to be the Thunder for the Lightning and hope the Lightning can pull these next 2 of the 3 wins and win this series and move on in the NHL pursuit for the Stanley Cup. And that's about what's going on in the Tampa Bay sports world, other than Hocevar won the Talladega race this Sunday in Talladega, a great race and his first win in NASCAR. So congratulations to Spires Motorsports and Carson Hocevar for winning that race Sunday. We'll go with your questions now. And the first question is from Johnny, and Johnny wanted to know what I thought about Trotter being selected over Allen from Georgia, and I think Trotter was who they thought they wanted. He's a downhill machine when it comes to tackling, running, stopping the run, and as you've seen a couple of breakaway touchdowns against the Bills last year with the linebacking core wasn't where they're supposed to, and the running back ran right on through the line and went all the way 80 and 90 yards. We watched it against the Buffalo Bills. In that game, they run for 2 over 60 yards on us. We got to have somebody as a linebacker that can shoot that gap and stop that run, and Trotter can do that. It's his bread and butter. That's what he does. And we need it, and we're going to have it with him. I think that's why they took him over C.J. Allen. I think that's why they took him. They knew his daddy was a football player, Hall of Famer. His brothers are all pro, and he's in their lineage. So, yeah, he's going to be a force. That's why I think they did take him over C.J. Allen. You know, C.J. Allen, they say, can go side to side, feel better, and be a little bit better pass coverage. But we got Avalone back there, and we got Rosenboom back there that can do that pass coverage. We need somebody to hit that line, stop that run, and that's what Trotter will do. So that's what I think they took him for. And the next question is from Vicky, and Vicky wanted to know, would Capehart replace Vita Vea? Vicky, I don't think Capehart is going to replace Vita Vea. I think Vita Vea is very, very critical for this team. But Vita, as you know, only plays like 40% of the time. That's 4 out of 10 snaps he's playing. 6 out of 10 he's on the bench. You got to have somebody in there to play for him. And I think that's what Capehart will do. Capehart will come in and play when Vita ain't in there. But Capehart has the ability to play other positions on that line. He can play left or right of Vita Vea. But, of course, we got Cansey supposedly playing this year. But you know Cansey, every time it comes time of the season, he mysteriously gets hurt. But we got Roaches waiting to take his place. Because as soon as the day that Cansey says, I can't play, and says, I'm out for the year, Roaches will go right in that hole. And I think Capehart can play that hole, too. And we got Elijah Roberts, too, that we got last year from SMU. Played a lot of ball last year. I think he's in there, too. But Vita Vea won't be replaced. God bless you for your question, Vicky. And the last question tonight is from Noel. And Noel wanted to think, did this team improve Vegas's odds of the Bucks winning 8 games? They went up to 8.5 games. To me, they went up, in my opinion, they went to 10 games. I think they win 2 more games because of the team they got right here in this draft. That's how good they are. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 starters here. 5 starters. Okay, I'm not talking about developmental. I'm talking about pads, shirt, back on the back, out in the game. You'll see them all next year. You'll see every one of them. And you'll be glad you did, because we're going to win a lot of games with them. God bless you, and thank you for each and every one of you for your questions. I want you all to continue to stick your hand out for those who need it. There's a lot of hate in this world, and we're going to have to try to address it and say a good thing about your neighbor instead of a bad thing. And you need somebody that needs a hand up, give them a hand up. Do unto others as they do unto you. Do the golden rule whether somebody tells you it's wrong or right, because this world needs it real, real, real bad. And before I go, try not to let AI take the world over. Just don't let it don't let it happen. Don't let them take care of our nuclear weapons. This is a sports program, but please don't let them interfere in our life and take our lives. Let's be humans, and that's a lot better than being a computer. So till next show, God bless you. Cowboy out.